Hello everyone, hello and welcome to Let's Play the Mercenaries, Operation Mad Jackal of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. I'm Black Shadow, and it has been a chaotic week, but never mind, it's all over now. Back here, well, back home, I say with slight, no, in brackets. But, so anyways folks, here we are, finally, after having ended the game, about a week ago now, actually. I know I've been, well, when I have been here, I've been busy, playing through the game multiple times, which, nearly done with that. I've done 7 times out of 8, and I'll probably do the last playthrough tomorrow. And I'm going to upload the whole of the Mercenaries and then upload the epilogues to end it on its own video, just so you know, viewers. But regardless, here we are. One of my... Well, I've always loved this minigame, folks. I've thoroughly enjoyed it over the years. It's not the easiest of minigames at times. It does have its own sort of difficulties if you like, although they do vary wildly. But finally, we can finally, get on with it. So let us do so. The rules are reasonably straightforward, and I'll go over those just as we start here. You get 3 characters to choose from, as you probably would have guessed, between Carlos, Mikhail, and Nikolai, and you will notice as we cycle through their weapons, very, very varied types of weaponry here. So we've got Carlos with his assault rifle. He gets the eagle, and 3 sort of mixed herb. Well, yeah, 3 mixed herbs. Although sadly, I will have to note there, mixed herb, not mixed harb. They have fixed it now. Sorry. Mikhail here, as you can see, is very weapon heavy. Shotgun, magnum, as well as a rocket launcher. But however, his trade-off is that he has very little health. And then you've got Nikolai, which is, well, it's an interesting one actually, because this game, not only that, of course, it was the first game of the Mercenaries as such to be introduced, but it also started the tradition of when you have extra games, mini games like this, of the baddie of the game, being left with small amounts of weaponry. Those of you who've played Code Veronica's battle game, of course, you get to play Albert Wesker's and that, and of course he's only got a knife. Although that's not so bad, because in that game the knife is actually not a bad weapon. The one game where I would suggest, say, if you use the knife, not bad. But we're not worried, Nikolai. We're going to start off with my personal favourite, Mikhail. And this is probably the reason why I absolutely love him. Yeah. These soldiers have lost their edge. They have forgotten what fear and survival mean. It's time for them to remember.
Welcome. The rules are simple.
That's not me.
In order to dispose of the bomb implanted in your body, you must reach the target point. Keep in mind that there will be various obstacles in your way, so do not be afraid to use whatever means necessary to reach your goal. Good luck.
I'm sorry, folks. That is a rubbish evil laugh, but that does not beat Wesker's evil laughs of Code Veronica. They were legendary. But that's our directive, folks. We have to get here, which is, of course, the back in the warehouse where we started the game with Jill. And you have noticed we're all the way up here. We've got a long way to travel, folks. A real long way to travel. Now, the rules of this, he says what you have to do, but it's more complicated than that. You'll see immediately we have a time limit of 2 minutes here. Now, you might be thinking, holy shit, 2 minutes? What the hell? How are we supposed to run that in 2 minutes? Well, this is the major part of the game. As you go through it, you will get so many enemies will try and kill you, and the idea is that you want to kill them, because it will give you extra time to your meter. I'm just going through this just a little bit here, just to quickly demonstrate that it's the present. So if you kill one, you'll notice you only get 3 seconds. But the more you kill, as long as that sort of meter is up, the more time you get. It's sort of the combo builds up, and that little meter appears for 3 seconds and 3 seconds only. And the idea is you want to try and, as you go through, kill as many things that you sort of can, and still be, and try and chain them up in order to get lots of time. That's the main way you want to do it, folks. To be honest. So let's actually get on with this properly, and you know what, we are going to take these out. Good thing with Nikolai is that he's, because of his, real strong arsenal here. I mean, have a look at that. 8 rockets. Real fucking nice, that. And because of his strong weaponry suit, he can, I wouldn't say have him kill absolutely everything you come across, but he can kill, you can get away with him killing more or less just about everything. And I have played Mikhail's scenario so many times, I know what he can and can't do, folks. Ah! So that was a bit sloppy. And you do want to try and make the most out of trying to get headshots with the shotgun, because it is pretty handy. The one problem you will find as you go across here, though, is that you do not find herbs or anything lying around at all. You don't find little herb plants or green herbs in this corner or that corner. You get none of that. The health you have is the health you have, more or less. Oh, that was poor. Come on. Usually I'm a lot better at this. But it doesn't matter, because you don't need to really worry much about time with Mikhail, because you can get so much. Now this guy, you do want to let him grab your foot. Easiest way to deal with him. It's not worth really spending a whole shell on him, in all honesty. So we'll proceed on through here. And this time it's probably going to be a bit lower than what I usually work at. Now this room's got, I say, load of crows. If you want to, you can take shots at them. I don't really bother with Mikhail, it's not necessary. Others, maybe so. And, right, so this brings us to this room. Oh, and dodging as well gives you big time bonuses. Well, say big time bonuses, they're kind of nice. Barrel here. Now what you want to try and do is, if we can dodge them. Oh, 90 seconds! Thank you, Jesus! Oh, man. That's pretty nice. You get, the amount of points you get when you kill them with barrels definitely increases. Now, this is where the first thing comes up, folks. Now, obviously, we need to proceed all the way down here and down here in order to, to make our way to the warehouse. But you will notice, of course, there's a few, while the game's frame rate drops slightly, there's a few areas on the side which are open here. So you've got, like, the gas station, newspaper office, substation. And I think, well, what's the point of that? If we just want to make the shortest possible path, why do we want to do these sort of things? Well, I'm going to demonstrate to you, folks. Probably one of the huge features in this, folks, is that there's 6 areas, sort of, that you can go to during the course of your travels. Ah, damn you, dog. Leave me alone. I generally don't bother taking these on, I just run past those usually. But there, if you find, like, say, in this gas station, you come in here. You hear that, folks? Someone's there, and you'll find in 6 areas, you will find there are actually survivors, which you might want to rescue. And the frame rate is starting to drop here a little bit here, folks. It's kind of annoying. And what you really want to try and do is you want to save them, because if you do, get nice little bonuses. We'll leave that guy for a sec. Try and nail all 3 of these. I'm trying to be ambitious here. Just die. And when you save them all, or kill them all, see, look, there's Daria there. You get 20 seconds of time, and they'll also drop you an item. which here Dario is going to drop us some shotgun shells, which is well, rather nice. The 6 people that you do rescue, they give you set items. It's not like you get them in sort of like an order, like what Nemesis would during main game. They all give you a set item, folks. And also there is a time limit to the how long this fire's there. If you get there after a certain amount of minutes have passed, you'll just find that they're just dead. With the trade-off being that all the enemies that were there are also dead. Would you kindly pee off? Oh, you're asking for it. Sit down! God's sakes. Right. As for the actual length of time, you can look it up, folks. I could put it in the descriptions, I might still. But if I forget, you can look it up, you know, go onto like the wiki for the game, something like that. There. Right, so we'll reload that. Nice little room this for Mikhail, this area. You come here and there's loads of zombies here. Real nice for Mikhail. He can just do this and just blow out the legs of like 6 of them. Get some pretty good times. That's all you need to do in order to get time for them, is actually to incapacitate them as such. And that's all you need to get the time. You don't actually get any more points for killing them. When you do that, and also when you then go back to the room, they're actually sort of classed as dead and they don't reappear. Now, hunters, rule of thumb, or just magnum the buggers, because they suck. Can I see him? Well, that's a waste. Just die. You do not want to play around with hunters. They are no fun, and they have an annoying habit of taking your head off. Not advised. Now this is the second area. I'm on my way! Now you can play around with this room a little bit, folks. There are a lot of zombies here, and if you play it very carefully, which I am currently not doing, you can get them all pretty nicely here. Ooh, orange caution, that's not great. And you can play around with it, and I'm gonna have a bit try this. Gotta be decent at dodging. That'll do. And you survived? Damn. That's known as the promo girl. Some of you might remember that's the woman from remember in the sales office, the person with the umbrella ad? That was her. Why is she here? I don't quite know, but she is. And she gives us shotgun shells as well, which is quite nice. Right, so if we now proceed back down, and then this then goes on to the next sort of little thing in this game, something which I didn't actually really realise as such for a long time, folks, and only when I was preparing to do this, folks, I had a look into it and I found out what it's about, folks. Because you'll notice, we've put it into the newspaper office, but you'll still notice that this little alleyway is open here, and I don't know why Capcom included this, but there are 6 areas as well throughout the map, which are known as checkpoints, or at least as far as I'm aware, they're known as checkpoints. And there are areas where there's sort of certain spots of the map, and if you press the action button at that spot, it will actually give you extra time. Why, I don't know. And one of them is here. If you go to this garbage, you get 2 seconds for that. There's 6 areas, and the time you get for them increases. You get 2 seconds from the first one. Second one gives you 4, the third gives you 8, the fourth 16, third 32, and if you find all 6, you then get 64 seconds. So an extra, 2 minutes can be found and gained from doing this, which isn't too bad. Why they put them in, I don't know, but apparently they did. So, not about to argue. Right. So, now, we want to get over here. Next place we want to go is into the restaurant. There's a couple things in there, actually, that we want to deal with. There's a load of dogs here, which I really don't want to screw around with, but I'm going to have to, I think. There's 3 of them, and generally I don't kill them, but for today I'm going to. And I'm pulling out the Magnum because there's hunters in here, which, as you can tell from having orange caution, is very bad. One is there. Just shoot instantly. Do not even let them have any time. Ow! That hurt. You see the problem with hunters? They didn't become very apparent previously, but they are just problems. Right, we're going to play the waiting game today. Like that. And there's a third one all the way around here, folks. Which is a bit of a pain to get to. Oh, we cooperated today. It's quite nice. If you come round this little around here, folks, and if you go to this little top table here, there's your second little checkpoint then. You see you get 4 seconds for that instead of 2. But what we're more interested in is coming down here, coming down the ladder, because you come down here, and oh snap. And down here is your third survivor, who is Brad. But I'm too late and he's dead. Ah. Let me see, if I come straight down here... Oh, Jesus. Oh, this is going to suck if I've already done this.
Help!
Oh, he's alive now. Oh, man, I must have been so close to nearly losing him there. Come straight down, he's here. Bloody hell. Alright, we'll deal with the rest of it later then. I didn't realise it would be that close. Now be careful around here, because there are millions of them. And I didn't do that very well, folks. The problem you have with dodging sometimes is that dodging, of course, it starts your counter. Sort of the combo sort of timery thing. So, you know, if you dodge, and you've got a lot less time to, you know, fire at stuff. Some magnum bullets for Brad there, who... Admittedly, you could argue I slightly cheated there, but hey. I'm just intrigued I was that close to losing him. Crazy. Strange one is, folks, is that when you actually look at the times, I know Dario in the gas station is 2 minutes, and I believe the promo go here has 9 minutes, I believe. I'm just looking it up. No, I lie. No, yeah, she is 9 minutes here. Brad in here has 4 minutes, and the guy down here has 6. So for some reason, this has a lot. The promo go has loads more minutes than anyone else. Why? I have no earthly idea, but it is. I wish I knew, folks. I really wish I did, but I don't know. So no. How am I not dead? Son of a. Right, we'll take him out. We need to get our 4 seconds again, because of course we're reloaded. Now we want to bring our shotgun out here. And we'll come down. Now again, there are a few zombies here, but you can see the barrel there. And there's also a load of zombies down here as well. I'm just trying to provoke them and get them over here a bit. And I'm hoping none of them are going to start running after me, because you do find a lot of zombies they love just running after you. It's a pain in the backside. Come on. That didn't work very well. Ah, that didn't go too well either. Like I say, folks, because, you know, I'm sort of talking, you know, I remember sometimes, I have gone through this, and I remember, you know, you can get huge scores sometimes, but not today. Now, good news, there's good news and bad news here if we walk through here. You hear that? Nemesis. Good news, we have rockets. Now, of course, remember that he doesn't die instantly, folks. You got to hit him twice, and you've got to wait for the second hit. He's got to wait for him to... Oh, got the dodge as well. Ha ha ha. And you get 10 for the first down, and then 20 for killing him, as such. Which is quite nice. And actually, no, I want Magnum out for now. You will find Nemesis on several occasions, folks. And because you've sort of got 8 rockets, you know, you don't have anything else used to it. So you can basically take out Nemesis 4 times, although he does appear more than that. In fact, I've realised That was a slight error. Generally, I don't take out that nemesis. But I'm going to go along with it. Generally, I just avoid that nemesis, I have realised. But, oh well. Loads of spiders here. I'm not interested. Excuse me. There's some of these thingies in here. There's 2 of them. So just magnum them. Get the job done.
Go away!
Go away! I love this one. So yes, this is our 4th one here. I'll show them it. Best thing to do here, actually, is if you come over here, is you can get some good shots off on some people. Look at that, 34 seconds. Very nice. But you gotta treat this with a little care, folks, because there's still some zombies lurking around like that. And yeah, folks, it's Marvin Brunra! Haha! He lives on, sort of, still. Let's go grab him then, now the area is clear. Live on and prosper! I'm a Marvin fan. He dropped us a first aid spray, which is rather nice considering we have no health. But there we go. And also, just so you know, if you come into this room here, the low level station, there's your 3rd checkpoint there. 8 seconds. And to be honest, folks, I've actually still got the list up. I've got my the laptop on at this moment, and I've got the list up because I always have a lot of problem remembering what these checkpoints are. The rest I've done so many times, it's almost natural. Only thing you gotta watch out for now is being poisoned, because of course, oh snap! Yes, I hate spiders. I was just about to say, you want to watch out for being poisoned, because the problem that Mikhail has is that mixed herb is the only thing that he can get in this game that can heal him from poison, which is why I don't like having to use the mixed herb before you get to Marvin. Generally when I play this, I sort of manage and last until Marvin, get the first aid spray and use that, and keep the mixed herb just in case that happens. You know, it's the one downfall he does have is that kind of thing. And it really is a downfall. Right. Hunters. Lots of them. There are 3 here. You can generally get 2 in a chain. But it's hard to get the 3rd. And you'll notice when I was shooting there, I sort of pointed the gun down slightly there. You just fire normally, you're not going to hit them. And you do have to, you know, flick the gun up or down sometimes. If you flick the gun up before you shoot with a shotgun, you'll be surprised amount of headshots you get. Now, this room's interesting. No, not everyone here is actually shootable. Oh, please, I'm trying to demonstrate something. What we can do here... Yeah, not everyone here is alive. Like this zombie, that's sort of a fake. As well as that one, I just walked past, but the one on the right there is still alive, but it's not really worth shooting him. Really. Right. Save on through. There's a couple of zombies here, but you want them to chase you here. Because you can see there's zombies everywhere here. Now, if you play this cleverly, you can lure them all together. And you can get some crazy chains here. Crazy chains! For the win. If these zombies on the right would just get a bit closer and walk this way. Walk this way! Ah. To hell with you! Ah, that'll do. 66 seconds. That's not too shabby. I've done worse. Right. We're heading here then. And... game? Why'd the music stop? Game? What the... Holy bejesus! Except not holy bejesus. Because Mikhail has a rocket launcher, which deals with this pretty damn easily, folks. Can nail him here. And it's worth your time shooting him. 2 minutes for that. Gimme points. Gimme points. Absolute win. Get loads of points for that, folks. Make the most of it. Right, and with that, you then sort of arrive in sort of the second half of this area, folks. You'll see there is a nemesis here. Now, it's strange because this is generally the nemesis that I shoot with the rocket launcher, but I need the other 4 rockets, so I've made a bit of a boo-boo there, but never mind. So we're going to proceed onwards, having used the second bit of health I had, which is not ideal. Lots of drainy things, which I'm trying to lure together. Ah, damn it. That'll have to do. I'm not doing that great on this playthrough, folks. I've done a lot better, as I will show you soon. But oh, for the love of God. And I've just realised I've just missed something again. The thing I always miss in this balloon area, we need to head back quickly, and oh, this is this is bad. Oh, I really should not have done what I did and used the rockets there. We need to go back to where Nemesis is. I've completely walked past it. There's a 4th checkpoint, and it's by the it's where the fire hose is. Which, of course, is not easy considering Nemesis is around. Oh my God. There's zombie here doesn't really help. Right, what we need to do? Grab that. Don't. Then wait. Try and sneak past. Oh, I don't like doing that. I do not enjoy that by any stretch of the imagination. Being 16 there. See, that's another reason why I take out Nemesis there, because I can just clear the area out, get the fires, and carry on. But of course, I did not. Never mind. We'll move on. Right, we're heading here. There's some birds somewhere around here, but not important. And sadly, there's no reason to go to the police station. Sad. Right. Get the shotgun out here, because this is another huge point opportunity here. There are loads of zombies. You want to run down this left side. Not do that. Come on. I want to show these off, because I won't necessarily be showing these off in the other playthroughs here. Ah, it's gone badly. Because what you can do, if you get close enough and you're brave, you can attract more of them. And you've got, yeah, you just got to play around with this a little bit, as I love to call it. And to hell with you all. Only 56. That's not my highest at all. There are actually about another 3 zombies down the left. Except, you know, they're quite hard to trigger all of them, because you've got to get close enough to trigger them, but not close enough so that you get attacked. It's difficult. You got all these sort of leech things here. Don't even bother with them. You don't actually get any points for killing them. You do get points for dodging, but you know what is the point? Right, we come here. Magnum, brain suckers, in all of their ugliness. Is there a 3rd one? No, there isn't. I couldn't remember if there was a 3rd one here. I always forget if there's a 3rd one. But there never is a 3rd one in the game, so I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I head into the sales office here. Now what you can do is... oh dear. Have some of that! Ah, that'll have to do. Right. We have to magnum a little bit here. I can afford to magnum here, because generally I've got less shotgun ammo than I generally have, but more magnum, which is, well, see, it's generally one or the other. That has to hurt. A magnum blast at point blank. But you want to come down this this back bit here, because 5th survivor except hunters, and these are the ones that eat you. So watch out. Now there's 2 more down here. Oh, got the dodge and the shot in. I'll have that. And you'll find it's one of your UBCS teammates. And of course that varies depending on who you play. So if you play as Nikolai, it's not obviously Nikolai here. That doesn't make any sense. And he'll give us a 3rd save spray. Very nice. No game. That is not what I requested. You gotta be careful coming down here though with other people with less health, like with say well, either of the other 2. It can be a bit of a nightmare. Right, So we head here. Just sit down, please. Right. So with that dealt with, and admittedly not great health or great time. Generally by this point I've got about sort of at least 8-9 minutes, generally. But hey, you know, like I said, you know, I'm sort of trying to show off a few things here. I'm not playing well. You know, you do need an element of luck when you play this. It can really, really help you out. But Mikhail's scenario is easy enough. You don't need it, really. You can get away with it. So you see, there's a few I didn't get to. Yeah, I say, there's usually, when you deal with them, there's the one that stands about on the right there. You basically can't trigger him. But the other two generally can. There's dogs here, but you want to take these guys out because there's another checkpoint right behind me. That's not gone well. Oh, that's gone poorly. That has gone really badly. And actually, considering that, yeah, see, there's your next checkpoint. There you get 32 for that, because it's the 5th one. Doesn't matter which order you pick up these checkpoints, by the way. It still gives you the points in the order they give you. So anyways, we'll proceed into here. And for this, rocket launcher. Because this place is ugly. Now fire like a madman here. Because there are 2 nemesis here. Believe it or not. Not good. You gotta be careful when you shoot them. If you shoot them while they're getting up, folks, you get nothing for it. Just waste the rocket. Ah, I thought I dodged it. Sit down. You're full. Right. We'll take out the shotgun here. But yeah, as I say, 2 nemesis there. So Mikhail can deal with them not too badly. Bit of a different story for the others. Look at it that way. I want shotgun here because last survivor in here. Ooh, that'll do some damage. And you can just sit down. How many have we got left in this? 1 shell. That's okay. Because, yeah, he's Carlos. 20 seconds. And he is a nice one to give for Mikhail. Because Mikhail gets enhanced shotgun shells. Very nice. And because you got 1 shell, I'm just going to use that. Just so we can put this in straight away. Very, very nice indeed. Because, of course, you've seen what it can do now. Or at least you've seen the enhanced shotgun. You might not necessarily seen it in a huge amount of action, but you will in a moment. But you want the Magnum for the moment here. There's hunters around here. Sit down. Take out those 2. There is a 3rd hunter around somewhere, but it's not really worth your time trying to find him. Right, now we get to have some fun with an enhanced shotgun. Ah, the frame rate drops slightly again. Be careful here. Eat that. This is a cruel weapon. Oh dear. It's just cruel, I think is the word. Now there's a couple more zombies around here. Holy crap, there's 5! I'll have some of this. Ah, he didn't play ball. He happened to fall behind the corner just enough. That sucks. But come down these steps. And your last checkpoint. Where you find the shotgun? See, look, 64 seconds for that. That's pretty generous. You know, and again, it doesn't really matter with Mikhail, but I think with Carlos's scenario, personally, I think it makes a huge difference. Now, there's 3 hunters here, so if you target them and shoot it fast enough... Ah, he didn't target the last one. You can chain them together, but again, more not playing ball. Which Mikhail hasn't as much as he usually does in this. Because you can get to this point and have that at 10, 11, 12 minutes before you get here. So having only sort of 8.5, personally, that's pretty poor. But oh well. I say, bit of a demonstration. The real fun, I think, comes later on. Last area, folks, there are zombies galore. But that is where the enlarged shotgun just decimates everything. Oh, I think if I got that in the main game, I might have enjoyed that. And finally, into our little officey bit. The warehouse office.
Well, that was impressive. You have earned your reward. And your freedom.
Cookies for naming the person in the chair. Thank you! So now I can deactivate the body which the bombs somehow implanted in my body. And yes, that was Chief Irons of Resident Evil 2 in the chair. Nice little cameo for him. Why it's him as such, I have no idea, but hey, why not? And you'll see here that you then afterwards you get a result here, or at least a grading as such. We got an A, which is pretty good. Got $2,200, which is not my highest score with Nikolai, but it's not too bad. And what you do now is you use the money that you get in order to buy items, which you then use for the main game. So as you can see here, infinite ammo costs $10,000. But you get infinite ammo for all the weapons that you pick up in the main game. And yes, I went into Mercenaries and I got that and bought it because it makes your life so much more quicker. That's how I've been getting these scenarios done in about 2.5 hours from 5. Because you can literally, what you can do is just, once you find the Magnum, just blast with that for the rest of the game, you're pretty fine. Obviously, there's a few weapons to get. You can get an infinite assault rifle, which is okay, I guess. Gatling gun here, which you can buy. Only place you can get the Gatling gun. It's basically a bit like a sort of a more powerful assault rifle, except only thing of the Gatling gun, like it was in RE2, is that it takes a moment for it to rev up as such. But it's not too bad a weapon. But I'm not a huge fan of it. And yes, infinite rocket launcher, should you desire it, but it's not that useful here. I suppose if you're to take on Nemesis, then yeah, by all means. But that's the way to go. So hurrah! So we will save that here. As you can see, yep, 7 playthroughs. I haven't been able to do the 8th yet. I will do that probably tomorrow or something. And that is well, Mikhail's story. A story. That's Mikhail's little playthrough there. It is pretty easy, I'll be honest, especially when I've played this the amount I have. I'll show you actually. If you go into the results, you can see records that you've got. And you can see here with Mikhail, best time at the end, 12 minutes 17, $2,500. Very, very, very nice indeed. It's not the best I've ever done, actually. I remember once, back when I was playing this back on the PS1, I think the highest I ever got was 12 minutes 50 seconds left. I got a reward of about $2,800 for that. My all-time record for this. I don't really know if the spectrum of things, if that is exemplary or if it's like, that's rubbish or whatever. Because you can see there's 6 figures for these rewards, but, no one gets 6 figures, surely. But I'm pretty happy with that. That was the best I've ever done. And I didn't get too far from it when I was playing for this. And you can see here, there's 2 for Carlos. There's 1 for Carlos and Nikolai here, which I have played through. They are really... Well, Mikhail's is really easy. Carlos's is not that hard. I just find it a bit awkward. But Nikolai is hard. And you might be wondering, holy shit, I got 9 minutes at the end with a knife? Well, Nikolai's playthrough does run under slightly different rules to everyone else's, but that's not important here, as such. In the next, well, yeah, that's that. In the next video, we are going to be taking on the Mercenaries with Carlos and his sort of unorthodox weaponry, I say, because the problem that Carlos has from Mikhail. He hasn't got any sort of power weaponry, only shock weaponry. Mikhail's got nothing but shotguns, magnums that can kill things in one shot. Carlos lacks that entirely. Alright, his eagle can get a headshot, but that's random, so it doesn't really count. And it is quite a lot harder. In some ways, I think Carlos is in some ways harder than Nikolai's. I know that sounds absolutely absurd, but you'll see what I mean. Or maybe I'm just not that great at using Carlos. But we're going to be dealing with Carlos in the next next video, folks. So, no, I hope you've enjoyed. This video. I hope you've got an idea for how Mercenaries works. And now in the next two, I know I don't have to worry about explaining it as such. We can now really get cracking on with the challenges that await. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.